What did I just see with that ending of High School DXD Episode 5? God, that ending. What in the hell is going on? What? Like, in my last review, or even in my episode 3 review, I said, like, in this episode, or in the 6th episode, he's probably going to unlock his potential. I guess he sort of unlocked it, because we still haven't seen his other forms yet. I don't even know if he's even going to get to his other forms by the 12th episode, but, like, unlock potential, a bunch of boob zombies. Like, why would they even do this boob zombie stuff? But it is pretty funny. And then I thought that he was gonna call her name, but he just summoned boobs, summoned boobs. Like, just oh my god, just a whole bunch of just boob dragons. Like, so much. Like, I laughed. There was so many times I laughed this episode, especially with what Cacao said, but his name is Sao Sao. Like, with an S instead of a C. I guess it's just how they're saying it, but like, he pretty much said exactly what I was thinking. It's a friggin' balance breaker bargain sale. Like, I even laughed when it showed Siegfried's balance breaker having 6 swords, because I said before in my reviews, it's a little bit uneven how he only has 3 swords. Now he has 6 swords, and they're like a whole bunch of different colors and stuff. He seems like a more mature version of Fried. Like, as how I said, how he's very similar to Fried. He's like a more mature version, but there's like so much stuff to happen in this episode, especially with how there's a thing that I said in my other reviews where it's like every single time that we go to Rias, Akeno, and Kaneko, yeah, Rias, Akeno, and Kaneko, they're always like about to have a bath in that huge bath, like every single time. And I can't believe that like I don't even know the time in this series because she didn't take off her bra and panties yet. Were they getting out of the bath and putting on their bras and panties? No, but they were in there. Like, what is even going on? And then like that the starting of the episode, going back a little bit, at the very starting of the episode where Issei was fighting the shadow guy. Don't even remember his name. But like that fight was super short. Like, I guess it's because like in the previous episode, 2 episodes ago, they showed like a preview of them fighting him in the past, and then like that fight went over really quickly because I guess he's more of like a side character with all of these guys. But I guess that went over really quickly, especially with everything. But this episode was like, besides all the funny stuff, like, it's very painful when you saw that everyone lost. Like, who knows what's even gonna happen next episode? I guess Issei is probably gonna like probably gonna get Rias to do something that's gonna make him super strong, sort of against the fight against Valley that happened in the 2nd season or 3rd season, maybe, because that stuff usually happens with Issei. But just wow, with most of these fights, I can't believe that he also used the power to defeat the shadow guy. He like superheated. He did like a supernova. That reminds me of like who else has done a supernova before? I guess in comics, uh, Flame On, Johnny Storm did it. Forgot his name, but yeah, Johnny Storm did it. But I find it's also weird how Kano, the fox girl, she does like she says umu, and that makes me think of Saber from that Fate series that was airing last month, or maybe like in spring or in winter. I forgot. It was like Fate something. Fate Extra. Yeah, Fate Extra. Just umus all over the place. And then when it went to the starting of the fight, everyone's designs seemed a little bit weirder. Like Kakao seemed like he was a little bit like chubbier instead of being skinnier. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just not seeing things right. But this series is really played out. I forgot how orchestra or sort of like operatic this series is, because everything is like above level with this stuff, especially with the boob zombies, which was out of the place. I really liked the nine-tailed fox mother. Like, I thought that maybe she would have a form like that. It sort of reminds me of the fox girl from or the fox mistress from No Game No Life. She just turned into a giant fox and everything. They're still playing out this whole big red thing, and we saw what he looked like. So I have no idea how they're even planning on beating that giant dragon. We don't even know, like, if the giant dragon can, I guess, go into alternate dimensions, or he's in his own dimension. Like, if he's able to do that stuff, I guess that he must be pretty strong. He's probably like, but you probably could. I wonder if it can even talk. We haven't even seen it talk yet. But we also saw the Saji's balance breaker. It's like a giant snake. I thought that it was like an actual dragon, but it's just a snake. But it has a pretty cool voice, and it seems pretty cocky. Even though that we thought that, I guess I thought, I have no idea what other people thought, but I thought that he was pretty weak because his power was only like stealing other people's powers before. But apparently it's the poison. Apparently it's poisonous, which is weird. And I have no idea why they would send Saji to fight the nine-tailed fox, because we're saying that the nine-tailed fox has a whole town's have the whole Kyoto powers like power to go up against that with the snake. Like, it was just meant for failure, especially even though that he got the upgrade from Izazel. But his balance bracelet looks really weird, how it just covers over his body with like a whole bunch of snakes. It reminds me of Medusa, maybe. But I guess Zonivia was pretty cool, especially with the in between cards that they showed in the middle of the episode. Zonivia episode, probably gonna use that as the thumbnail, probably, because her new sword is pretty cool. It's weird how it does the whole like giant sword like slash thing, but it's cool how it goes into two swords. I think that other sword is her old sword, maybe, or maybe it's just two new swords. But it seemed pretty cool. I might need to look at both of the designs of what it looks like, but it seems like a pretty cool sword. The fight was pretty anticlimactic. I really liked the what was it? The balance breaker. There's also that girl balance breaker. Apparently she's the descendant of Gianna d'Arc. Gianna d'Arc. Gianna d'Arc. How the heck do you even say her name? But her power seemed pretty cool. She summoned a giant dragon. Like, I was just like, same thing with Saji. Like, you just like everyone else like goes into like a metal like Power Ranger dragon form, but some people can just summon their dragons automatically. Like what is he like? What is like? I thought that everyone would have like their forms. I even thought that Siegfried was gonna get his own form, but instead he just grew 3 extra arms for 6 arms. But at least he has multiple swords. But it's weird how his swords just appear. They aren't like actual swords, but I guess like some swords are like that. Cao Cao's sword seems pretty cool too. The fight against Issei seemed pretty rough, because apparently he's holding back the whole entire time, and like none of them are taking it seriously. Well, I guess that big muscular guy also got a boosted gear, but his were just like these fist things, these metal fists. Bargain sale, bargain sale, bargain sale. But I guess just that's pretty much all that happened. There was like so much stuff that happened in this episode, so much information going through my head with the fights and stuff like that. But everything seemed pretty cool with what I saw. The next episode, like I said, he's probably going to get extra powers and they're all going to fight. But I guess something's probably going to happen. I guess Great Red might show up, but that doesn't really... He probably isn't going to show up. That'd be weird. Are they just going to like capture him right away, or are they all going to fight in the city? Like, I know that Rias is probably going to put her clothes on in the next episode with her magic, but the summoning was pretty cool, like I said. But other than Issei fighting Cao Cao and having it being like a super uneven fight, but I totally agree with Issei with how he's saying like how he usually the only time when he wins fights is when he gets to like touch boobs or thinks of boobs or stuff like that. I guess maybe in the next episode, maybe 2 episodes from now, maybe in the last episode, he's probably gonna be able to control his full transformation of looking like that dragon. I wonder what it's gonna look like. It's probably... Did we get to see Valley's? I don't even remember if Valley actually went into his true form. But I guess I can't wait to see what the true form of Issei's looks like with that fight. But I think I was talking about, but I forgot to mention the Cow's sword seems pretty cool. Apparently it's a holy sword, so it almost killed Issei. And then Kakao also mentioned the black market. I guess like it's either he hid his his identity to get that stuff from the Phoenix Lord thing, or maybe other people can do the Phoenix Lord things, or maybe they pretend to be other people to do that stuff. But other than that, this review was pretty quick. I pretty much said everything at the beginning, and I just repeated things over and over again. But other than that, that's pretty much what happened. I can't wait to see what happens next episode. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you enjoyed what I talked about and my thoughts about this whole entire episode and all the things that we saw and seen, dislike this video if you didn't like it. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next episode or video. And yeah, bye.